You're listening to Inspired Caring, episode number 79. Hello, welcome to Inspired Caring. I'm your host, Michelle Magner. If you are caring for an older family member, this is the podcast for you. Each week, I bring insight, tips, inspiration, and strategies to help you care for the people that you love without losing yourself along the way. Having cared for both of my grandmothers, I've helped manage everything from hospital stays, households full of belongings, to navigating senior living and end-of-life care. And I've worked in senior living as a result of that experience, serving my residents and their families as they've been on this journey too. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy this episode of Inspired Caring. Hello, my beautiful friends. I have been doing quite a bit of reflecting on how are we doing at taking care of ourselves. While upside down in yoga last week, I began to reflect on my lessons from the yoga mat in relation to how I care for myself and others. So I have 10 takeaways that I want to share with you. It's so interesting. It's not really that amazing because it totally makes sense why when I'm completely focused and in one spot and I don't have all these distractions that all of these things come to my mind. And I wish I could take a pad of paper and a pen in there, but I think I remembered all of them. So I'm really proud of myself. So here are my top 10 takeaways from the yoga mat. We're in a room full of people. We're all doing the same movement, but our skills, abilities, capacities are unique, super individualized. So you may be able to hold one pose longer than I might be able to hold. I almost said hose. That I might be able to hold. And I might have a pose that I can hold longer than you. And it's okay. We can fine-tune the ones that we're good at and then receive that guidance on improving the others. It's just not all going to look the same, and that's okay. So on that note, do not look around and compare and despair. This is an opportunity to be loving and gentle with myself, or loving and gentle with yourself. Not compare how well I'm doing to other people and potentially even being mad that they're able to do things that I can't do. Or maybe I just have a perception that they're doing something better than me. No compare and despair. Lesson 3, make modifications as necessary. If something doesn't feel right, try something else, then try something else, then try something else. There is no perfect practice, and there is no right way. There's no right way to take care of yourself or other people, so we can let that go. 4, find a resting position. So if things get wobbly or uncomfortable, you can get back to that center and regroup. And this is a space that feels comfortable to you. It is important to identify where that space is and what it feels like before you are in the middle of chaos. So you know where you need to go back to regroup. Lesson 5, options are choices you do not have to take. So just because the instructor or your sister or your best friend or your parent tells you something does not mean you have to do it. Your triangle pose does not have to turn into bird of paradise. That was a hysterical exercise that we all tried to do. Your intuition and your body are always speaking to you. So this is just a chance for you to quiet ourselves, and listen and decide your path forward. You don't hold the position forever. So when things get wobbly, remembering it's not going to stay that way. Just remember that and do your best to hold. Rebalance yourself as needed and then re-engage. The position really does not last forever. Okay, I think I'm on number 6. Be in the present moment. Nothing wreaks havoc on a yoga practice like running through the list of errands that I have to go do or the list of problems I'm trying to solve in my head. Our minds really need an empty space to recharge. Give yourself that empty space to recharge. Number 7, focal points help. So when things start to feel really complicated, it helps to focus on a single point to help you maintain your balance and your intentions. Start to cut out the noise. Sorry, I had to take a drink. Okay, point 8, lesson 8. Just when you start to feel comfortable with your yoga flow, it gets changed up. And so each new space takes some time to adjust and get comfortable again. And then we know it's going to change again. But every time we add on or shift our muscle groups, we are getting stronger. And the final point, this is big. This time for myself is everything. This is not just, quote, self-care, which has been billed to us as a luxurious thing you do when burning out on your life. This has nothing to do with being deserving of something or being enough or wearing fancy branded yoga pants or belonging to a bougie gym. Your time for yourself, this is your health. This is your body. This is your mind. And this is your life. Taking time for yourself is essential. And you do not need permission from anyone to take that time, to have that time, to engage with time in that way, to invest that time, however you want to word it. You don't have to get permission from anybody. You do have to give yourself permission, though. So I encourage you to give yourself permission to take the time for yourself. How we help ourselves and others is going to look different for each of us. And I'll tell you, a lot of time we are sacrificially giving ourselves to help other people, but it comes back around to bite us in the ass because resentment starts to grow, frustrations, guilt, all of that stuff. And it's crap. Okay? We have to take time for ourselves, and it's okay to have a boundary around that time. Our situations are constantly evolving, and we have to adjust along the way. We have to pivot. We need to know where our center is so we can adjust, pivot, regroup, get back to center, push forward. It's always changing. Life is funny that way. And you don't have to go this alone. We are literally on this spinning ball together, all of us. And I am here for you. I wanted to share with you on YouTube, there is this girl named Adrienne, and she has a channel, Yoga with Adrienne, and I'm going to add it into the show notes, and it's free. She has like 11 million subscribers, and she's amazing. Her dog is named Benji. She's super cute. She talks a lot about what you're doing, how you're doing it. It appears to be for all skill levels. And so I would just encourage you to go check it out. And if you need a strategy on how to take care of yourself, reach out to me privately and we'll set up a complimentary call just to figure out what you really need and how to make it happen. So that's what I have for this week. I hope you're doing well. I see you. Everybody, you're just doing so great. You're out there working hard. And I really encourage you to schedule time for yourself every week on your calendar and set a boundary around it. And I love you, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.